Join me as I take on the challenge of figuring out the top things men should totally avoid doing around women. Let's see if I can get it all right. Imagine this. You're on a date with a woman you genuinely like. The conversation is flowing, there's chemistry, and you can see a spark in her eyes. But then, out of nowhere, you say something, or maybe you do something small and that spark fades just a little. Maybe it's a slight shift in her posture or a quick glance away. And suddenly you're left wondering, what just happened? Hey there, welcome back to your channel name, where we dive deep into the intricate world of human psychology and relationships. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss an insight that could transform your understanding of women and relationships. Today, we're uncovering the 9 things that smart men, yes, even the smartest of men, should absolutely avoid doing when it comes to women. These aren't just your typical dating tips, they're psychological principles that, when overlooked, can sabotage genuine connections, derail attraction, and leave you questioning what went wrong. So, buckle up, because by the end of this video, you might discover that even the most confident and intelligent men can unknowingly make these mistakes, and they can cost you big time. Chapter 1. Trying to impress too hard. It's natural to want to put your best foot forward, especially when you're genuinely interested in someone. But there's a fine line between showcasing your best qualities and putting on a performance. Picture this. You're on a date, and instead of a genuine conversation, it starts to feel like a resume rundown. Your accomplishments, your wealth, your network. It all spills out, hoping she'll be dazzled. Yet, what she really desires is authenticity. She wants to connect with the real you, not the image you think will impress her. When you try too hard to impress, it signals insecurity. It suggests that you believe your worth is determined by your accolades, not who you truly are. Smart men who understand this realize that vulnerability and authenticity are far more attractive than a curated list of achievements. Let's dive deeper. Imagine a scenario where Alex, a brilliant software engineer, goes on a date with Maya. Eager to showcase his intellect, Alex talks extensively about his work, his knowledge of complex algorithms, and the potential IPO of his tech startup. Initially, Maya is impressed, but as the night goes on, it begins to feel more like a lecture than a conversation. What Alex misses is that while Maya admires intelligence, she craves connection more. True connection isn't about intellectual dominance, it's about emotional resonance. Smart men who recognize this balance are the ones who can create genuine attraction. Chapter 2. Neglecting emotional intelligence. Many intelligent men focus heavily on logic and reason, analyzing situations with precision. However, relationships aren't equations to be solved. They are dynamic, emotional experiences. A woman needs to feel understood, heard, and valued. If you dismiss her feelings as irrational or try to fix every problem she shares, you may unintentionally invalidate her emotions. Imagine a scenario where she shares a tough day at work, and instead of empathizing, you jump straight into solution mode. Well, you should just talk to your boss and set boundaries. In her mind, she's left thinking, I wasn't looking for a solution. I just wanted to be heard. And that's the crux. Smart men know that sometimes the smartest response is simply listening, validating, and being present. Let's explore deeper. James, an investment banker, dates Hannah, a graphic designer. Hannah expresses frustration over a difficult client, venting about the lack of creative freedom. James, operating from a problem-solving mindset, immediately suggests a negotiation strategy. What he fails to grasp is that Hannah sought empathy, not efficiency. This disconnection builds frustration, and James misinterprets her coldness as irrationality. Chapter 3. Taking rejection personally. Rejection stings, no doubt, but intelligent men understand that rejection is rarely a reflection of their inherent worth. Yet, many fall into the trap of overanalyzing a woman's disinterest, questioning what they could have done differently, or resenting her decision. What's crucial here is perspective. Maybe she's not in the right headspace for a relationship, or perhaps there's no compatibility. It doesn't always have to be about you. The mistake is internalizing rejection to the point that it affects your self-worth. Remember, confidence isn't about always being accepted. It's about remaining secure in who you are, regardless of the outcome. Imagine Daniel, a research scientist who is used to solving complex problems. When he faces rejection from a woman he's interested in, his analytical mind spirals into dissecting every detail of their interactions. Did he say something wrong? Did he misread her signals? His sense of control falters because he views rejection as a variable he failed to optimize. Yet the reality is, attraction isn't a formula. It's a blend of chemistry, timing, and compatibility. Chapter 4. Being too available. Smart men often think that being constantly available shows dedication, but the reality is, availability without boundaries can appear desperate. When you're always ready to drop everything for her, it can diminish the sense of challenge and mystery that often sparks attraction. Imagine this scenario. She texts you, and within seconds you reply, every time. While attentiveness is appreciated, too much availability may signal a lack of personal priorities. Women are attracted to men who have their own purpose, their own passions, and their own lives. Balance is key. Consider Noah, a passionate writer who meets Lily. Eager to make her happy, Noah reshuffles his schedule to accommodate every plan she suggests. While Lily initially enjoys the attention, she starts to feel like Noah's world revolves around her, which ironically reduces his appeal. The mystery fades, the attraction diminishes, and Noah is left wondering why his efforts backfired. Chapter 5. Avoiding vulnerability. Intelligent men often see vulnerability as a weakness, a potential threat to their image of competence. However, vulnerability is essential for genuine connection. When you're guarded, she might interpret it as disinterest or emotional unavailability. Vulnerability shows that you trust her with your true self, and that's powerful. Think of Marcus, a successful entrepreneur. He meets Elena, and they share undeniable chemistry. Yet, Marcus avoids talking about his fears or past failures, keeping conversations at a surface level. Over time, Elena perceives Marcus as closed off, someone unwilling to truly connect. The opportunity for a deeper bond slips away, not because Marcus lacked intelligence, but because he avoided vulnerability. Chapter 6. Not setting boundaries. Smart men sometimes believe that accommodating every need and desire of a woman will strengthen the relationship. However, the lack of boundaries often leads to a loss of respect. Healthy boundaries show that you value yourself, your time, and your priorities. Without them, you may become a doormat instead of a partner. Women respect men who can assertively communicate their limits without being harsh or rigid. Chapter 7. Ignoring red flags. Intelligent men can over-rationalize red flags, thinking they can fix or overlook toxic behaviors because of their problem-solving mindset. Ignoring disrespect, manipulation, or controlling tendencies can lead to complicated, draining relationships. Recognizing red flags is not about judging someone harshly. It's about protecting your emotional well-being. A wise man knows when to step away from situations that compromise his peace of mind. Chapter 8. Overthinking and Overanalyzing. Many intelligent men have a tendency to overthink situations, analyzing every interaction to the point of exhaustion. While introspection is valuable, excessive analysis can lead to hesitation, insecurity, and missed opportunities. Learning to balance intellect with intuition helps create genuine organic connections. Trust your instincts while being thoughtful. Overthinking rarely brings clarity. It often breeds confusion. Chapter 9. Sacrificing self-respect for validation. Seeking validation from women to boost your self-esteem is a mistake that even the smartest men make. When your confidence depends on someone else's approval, it can lead to codependent dynamics. True self-respect is rooted in knowing your worth, regardless of external validation. A man who respects himself doesn't need constant reassurance because he has a stable sense of self-worth.